Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. Are you ready?
Just bring it!
Woo!
And that's the bottom line. And that's the bottom line.
Woo!
Just bring it! And ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's another edition of the Asylum. We are here with my special co-host. Yeah. That'd be you over there.
Hey, man, it's just me, the brother man with the master plan, Brother King.
It's just me, the master plan brother from up the damn street. SEPHIROTH.
Tell him.
The newly crowned. Is it U.S.?
You don't even know which title.
Is it U.S.?
United States champion.
Where's your belt? Did y'all get the belt off the heap yet? Is it still out there?
Don't worry about all that.
I didn't know if it was the TV title, the internet title,
We have so many.
or the United States title.
I don't know. It might be the down the block title.
I want the
Up the
hardcore title.
Title.
We need
I
to
like
switch
that.
titles,
Which
Cam.
one?
With your pure genius of wrestling skills, you need the U.S. title, and with my brutality, I need the hardcore title. Why? What's going on with that?
Fair trade. Maybe we'll see what's up.
No, that's not how we do this. All right, we're going to make money on that. But ladies and gentlemen, also, we have a special guest tonight. We've been trying to get him here for the longest.
Oh, boy.
For the longest. And he finally decided to put his AA meetings aside so he can come check us out. It is Mr. MURPH MANCINI.
I don't even know how the fuck I got here.
MURPH.
My driver took me to the wrong place.
You all right back there?
Where am I?
You good? You're on the Asylum, MURPH. Glad to have you. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Even though we know.
It don't even look like a booth no more. It look like a walrus tank.
You know, Merv, this is probably going to be the closest we're going to ever be together without exchanging blows and trying to rip each other's head off. I tell you that.
Well,
I'm happy there's a glass in between us.
once I figure out how to get out this room.
Oh, this is Asylum. You don't get out until we let you out.
Don't touch Sheila.
Yeah. Sheila don't play that crazy mess going on in there. So
She got some nice boobies.
okay, nice boobies.
I'm going to get out.
MURPH MANCINI. So listen, MURPH, we hadn't seen you in a while. Let us know what have you been up to, sir?
Well, trying to reach.
Absolutely outstanding. Good to hear you from you, MURPH. Good to go. Hey, so
That's cruel.
we're gonna keep it going.
That's rude.
What's rude? He told us what he wanted to do,
That's
right?
rude, man. Let the man talk. We clown on this man all the time. Let the man at least talk.
I mean, we know the history between Money Enterprise and the Commissioner Quest.
Fuck Quest. You lucky this
It
class.
kind of
Wait a minute,
seems
wait a
familiar
minute.
here how me and you were the first couple of installments back in the day.
Commissioner, you just
Hold
lucky
on.
there is.
Back in the day.
How the hell did I become? We were talking about MURPH. How the hell did I become the topic?
He was in the middle of talking, and you shut him
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry. All of a sudden, Cam Jackson has a heart. All right. All right, Cam. We're
Don't
gonna
play that with me.
we're gonna let Murph.
Don't be a big baby.
We're gonna let
Quest.
Murph
I'm just
properly
saying-
introduce himself.
Yeah.
I will say this though, talking about a man of heart, he did make a trainee cry today.
Oh, come on.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's my sugars. Yes, he did. Oh gosh.
You gotta take your old folk medicine. Is that what that time is?
No,
Get him.
no, you know. It's any day for either one of us now, Murph. It's any
Keep
day
talking
now.
that shit. Your day gonna be sooner than mine.
All right, but listen, all right, because Cam Jackson has a heart all of a sudden.
Fuck Cam Jackson.
We're gonna
too.
try this again.
I'm coming for his belt.
We're gonna
I'm
try.
coming for
We're gonna
Quest's
try this
belt.
again.
Come for everybody's belt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Once my doctor releases
our
it.
guest, MURPH Mancini. How you doing today, Murph? What have you been up to? See how important that was? See how important? That's you, Cam. That's you. That's on you.
Listen, even a broken clock is right twice a day, Quest.
Lord. Murph type to keep trying to fix it. He'll probably move this shit every damn time. He'll probably never be right. But
So, never mind. Murph, I you're looking well put together today, sir. What type of hairstyle is that, if I may ask?
I don't know. You can ask your mom. She's the one that did it.
See that?
Talking about moms here, Quest.
oh Lord, don't you do it. You leave my mom out of this. You better not say it. You leave my mom out of this.
You want to do it?
Speaking of moms, have you missed her yet?
I heard she's been at Sephiroth's house.
Have you missed her yet, Quest? I hear that sugar thing going off over there. I see you trying to get to it pretty quick.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you what.
Need some gas money?
Comments made by Sephiroth belong to Sephiroth and Sephiroth alone.
And only Sephiroth. He's the only one.
So, Mr. Commissioner, what type of topics we have today?
All right, we're gonna move it. We're gonna
We
move
talking
into
about
our
that time
topics.
Murph. Never mind.
Say what you
Never
wanna
mind. I'll
say.
save it.
Nah, say what you want to say.
No, we're good. It won't even be funny now. It's already too late. It was a
Well,
time
we want
release
you to
joke.
talk up a little bit.
Yeah, or can we raise his volume?
Can you raise Murph volume up? Say something, Murph.
What?
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
That's much better.
All right, yeah. So anyway, we're gonna move into our topics today. First topic of the night.
Who cares?
We care. That's what we do here at the Asylum. All right. That's what we do.
You seem pretty
Murph.
sober.
All right. He does, doesn't he?
AA meeting's been working.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. When can we expect to see you, back hip tossing and up and over and all that good stuff?
I'm still recuperating from my Achilles injury.
Okay.
Your what injury?
My Achilles.
What? I didn't even say nothing, Cam. It's his Achilles.
That's what I said.
That's what he said.
Achilles.
His Achilles is fucked up right now.
That's a beep.
You know, he got to get that shit right. we're gonna. I say I am being good. I am being extremely good right now, Cam. I am being extremely good. Am I not? Am I not being good, Murph? I'm being really good right now. Cause y'all know how we get on the Asylum.
Yeah, no, Murph's a good sport usually,
That's
too.
right. He's a real good sport. So, we'll move into our first topic, right? Our first topic on the Asylum. We're going to talk about gear. You know, Sephiroth, let's talk. You start us off on this. Our gear.
Gear.
Gear. G.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
E. A. R. Like, yeah. Gear.
Did you not give me this topic, and now you don't know what?
I did give you this topic, but you just threw me in the water and let's talk about gear.
I thought you had something to say about gear.
No, man.
All right. We'll start. I'll start it then. So gear. How important? One. This is the first part of it. How important? Jesus, what the hell?
You say, listen, you getting wrapped up about this gear. Got your
Trying to take your pill, Mr. Commissioner.
Listen, gear. How important, for one, is gear? Cam?
Very. Gear is what people are going to see you as. That's what they see, and that's their lasting impression of sight on you. If you look well put together, depending on no matter what the outfit is, that's it's important. You want to have professional gear, model to or for the character wearing it. You know what I mean? Some people's professional gear is pants. You know what I mean? Some people's professional gear is jeans and a t-shirt. And then there's other people where, you got to wear trunks, you got to wear bikers, got to wear tights, So gear itself, to have a trademark look, is a real thing. Like, you need that in anything. The dressing on it is already the first thing we're looking at. You don't just buy a car because it lasts a long time. They hook you with those wheels that they put on it, and the shine it looks like on the lot. Just all dressed up. That's what the gear is. It's the shine on top.
Right.
And to add to Mr. Cam here, whatever gear you use for your character, you got to make it work. And I'm going to say, for me, I don't have I don't have different gear. A lot of people have 3 or 4 different outfits. Sephiroth has one look. That's Sephiroth's look. But some people can come out with one thing next week, another. But at the end of the day, make it work. Whatever you choose to do with your gear and character, you got to make it work.
Right. I agree with all that. Like, we're all characters here, and, just like your comic books, you read your superheroes, all of them have different gear because that goes with their character. And when they see that gear, you can associate them with that character, so I think it's real important too. So Murph, you have an interesting look, you have the gangster look or whatnot. When you came out with that, like where did the concept, where did you get that concept from?
So whenever I came up with MURPH Mancini, I always just pictured the suit, the Italian mafia, the look, didn't care if it got messed up because I have the money to replace it if it did.
Right.
And so I just started from wearing shorts that had my name spray painted and done on them to working up to a full-fledged vest to what I'm in now.
Now see, I like your style. I do like your gear, but my favorite was when I first met you. Your first one, you had the trench coat, but it was what happened? Let's see that. When you gonna bring that look back? A throwback. Like, I like the little trench coat look.
Well, my trench coat has been MIA for a hot minute, and then somebody recently
you got the
just
money. You're
found
supposed to be able to replace it.
I already got it replaced. But see, nothing's better than the original. And I got the original back.
That is true.
So,
like that, I ain't gonna lie. That was one of my first. I like that gear. You remember that one, Sam?
Oh, absolutely. I'm the one that found the jacket after missing for 3 years, damn near.
Yeah. So now we're talking about the gear, and it basically identifies the character of who you are, what it is. I also think like the gear you use, it's got to be different. You know what I'm saying? Now I hate back in the days, currently like the Moxley, jean shorts or whatever, no creativity at all. But even goes back in the early, WWF, WWE, whatever. You had the Brooklyn Brawler. You had those people back there, all right, because you had all these other characters, the Hulk Hogan with the bright colors and the Ultimate Warrior with the paint and all that other stuff. that fit, that worked, because you throw the brick ball. Oh, hey, here comes just a dude. He's a brawler. He just wears his jeans or whatever. But now I think it gets to the point where, like even now when you get in the indies, they're just lazy. Like nobody really wants to be creative enough to actually spend the money on gear and make something creative, to work in. Jesus, what the?
Take your pill.
Yeah, I need to or something. But yeah, so I mean, what do you say on that, Cam?
I agree. It's all like for me. I'm fortunate enough for people to buy what I'm selling, no matter what I'm wearing. They're invested in the character, the personality, the persona that is, CJE or whatever we want to call it. So, I can sit here and tell you that my gear makes a big difference, which on certain occasions it will, but at the end of the day, me and solid colored trunks and a logo is all I need. You know what I mean? My character will drag me through. But, I'm not knocking people that go and get this extravagant gear. That shit pops. That shit sells. It catches eyes. My view on it, I've always thought simple was better. And if you keep things simple, people will easily understand. And I feel like I'm walking proof of that. I feel like if you keep it simple, everything will fall into place because they don't have a choice. It's so simplified that they can't mess it up. And if they mess it up, they're going to laugh rather than not want to, and for me, that's been the case. My gear is simple. And XWW, right now, teaming with Jordan Holt, luckily, we get to go out there in track pants, bro. You know what I mean? We go out there in red and white track pants. And
here's the thing, bro. Even though those track pants, they're coordinated, they match. It still looks like.
And it's something me and Jordan would wear. It would look like something if.
Murph, do you see what I have to deal with? You see, this is what I have to deal with.
Right. And the flip side of the bad part of gear, because of Amazon and the internet, it is so easy to get gear now. Anybody can go online and get some wrestling boots and some gear and call themselves professional wrestlers, have no training or anything like that. I would say that on the gear part as well.
Yeah, but see that's
so
you just made two different topics. You know what I'm saying? The wrestlers is one thing,
right? But
the gear, the fact that it is that easy to go on Amazon and get gear, I don't know why these wrestlers don't have gear.
Right, but here's the thing: you have to understand what people are selling, and you got to look at what people are paying attention to. That I know that's a whole different topic in itself. But what I'm saying is, if say a random stranger, you're okay with me and Jordan wearing Adidas pants. We're all okay with it because you guys know us. You've seen where it's come from. You've seen that you guys know Cam Jackson and Jordan Holt well enough to know that, like, if those two guys for some reason in real life had to fight alongside one another at a match, they would pick those pants to go to a fucking fight in for some reason. That's what it looks like. That's how we look at it.
Right.
But to strangers to the outside, they could probably look at that and say that's trash. You know what I mean? Like, why would you not invest in real tag team gear if you're doing real tag team moves and you've got real tag team championships? Why would you not go invest in real tag team gear?
Well, because what you have works. It fits the character. It fits the gimmick.
They make it work. Agree. And that was going back to Seth's point. You can do just about anything if you make it work, but don't. Now, going to your point, where you can just go to whatever.com. I don't want to put those websites out there just in case people are going. But, where you can just go to whatever website and order something and then, go play wrestler. It's not fair to, the people that train really, really hard to be able to, get the opportunity, as we like to say, the golden privilege to start this business. So, gear, all in all, it's a touchy subject because we all need it, but we could all rock it differently. And then on the flip side of that, the worst part and the hardest part, somebody's always going to have something bad to say about it, no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And that's just where it's at. It's going to be the same for every wrestler ever.
Right. But see, my only thing is, give it an effort. You know what I'm saying? My gosh, what is going on? What is going on? Yeah, that's my whole thing is give it an effort. You know, if you want to get in this business, don't just come in your jeans, shorts, and your tennis shoes. You got to invest in yourself, invest in your gimmick. And
you want to go outside in the yard with your buddies, that's what you wear that there.
Right.
You wear that there, and I say, okay, I'm not hating on you. I'm actually not a pro that's going to hate on them. I'm just, you know, we need the separation, I think it can't be as available. But can you blame the gear makers, though? They trying to make that money.
Listen, I don't blame the gear makers at all.
It's kind of like, you know, isn't that crazy how we're okay? Like, we'd be mad about people being able to go buy these kick pads and tights and whatever offline and knee pads and whatnot. But nobody ever gets mad about, you know, buying masks.
Listen, listen.
And the masks are like certified, hey, a wrestler wears this. I'm going to go out there and
right.
wear this. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, like, I don't care who you get it from or where you get it from. I don't even care. You don't have to spend a fortune on it. All I'm saying is have it. You know, we're characters. We're performing. We're putting on a show. That's like if you go to Broadway, you know what I mean? I want to see Shakespeare. But the whole cast got on jeans, cut off shorts, and they're gonna preach Shakespeare to me. Like, I can't buy into that. Same thing, like, we're wrestlers. We're putting on a show. So dress the part. We got different characters on all facets of the show and the walks of life. And, you know, half the characters anyway, it's only like a small percentage that's actually who their character is anyway. You know, so you got people, you know, they superheroes, larger than life people. I mean, we're grown men running around in their underwear to wrestle another grown man. Like, give it some effort and do something with it. Don't just come out there with your little jeans and cut off shorts. So, I mean, Murph.
Sorry, I was checking the stock market.
He was ordering DoorDash.
Murph, like I said, his gear, and granted, though it was, you know, a suit, you know, suspenders, you know, hat, still he had the proper wrestling boots, he had knee pads under there, and the suit was flexible enough that he can actually perform in it. So that's gear. You know what I mean? That's gear.
Right.
It's not like a guy got lazy to say, you know what, I want to play a mafia guy, and I'm just going to go get my mom's best suit, you know. Get in there, rip it right in the back, pants split. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, that's not the same thing as gear.
Nah, I had it fitted right and had my seamstress, if I even said that properly, go through and make all the adjustments in the areas that needed to be to do what I need to do with.
Right. So, I mean, gear is very important, and all you new guys out there, like, invest. That's part of investing in you and your character. Get you some damn gear. You know? Uh-oh. Y'all are stupid.
That's
all right?
a new dance.
I got a system going on over here. All right.
Tappy.
Out. I told you, he should have took off when he had a chance. I said
Listen, we're gonna move on. Well, we're gonna move on to our next topic.
This is how you know we're really, really comfortable around one another on the air. That's the problem. You cannot fake that bond. I was watching something the other day. I know this is off script. I was watching the 85 South show, and you guys heard the 85 South show? That's DC Young Fly, Chico B, and Carlos Miller. They're comedians.
I don't watch it. I don't think they're that funny.
But
I don't.
The reason why their success is there is because you can sense the realness between them. Like you can sense that how they act on camera around each other is how they act off camera around each other. And I think that's a big cool thing about our chemistry on this show. Because me and Seth just literally just had a straight up conversation, forgot these cameras was rolling.
Jesus Christ.
If you don't take your medicine,
Go take your medicine. For all these people that keep hearing that, get back at the phone. All right.
this quest is old,
This
and he
is
needs to
it.
take his old phone medicine.
Wait, so Murph,
Gots to go because he has to catch a flight. Take care of the business he needs to go do.
Murph, I'm gonna ask you a question. And I need you to. Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You gonna ask? You gonna just sit back and be a mama's boy? Don't be scared.
Well, guys, we're going to take a commercial break for the commissioner to take his insulin shot. I'm sorry, Quest.
What you gonna say, Cam?
You know, I hope. Look,
no.
camera.
Nah, come on, Cam. You
I
can't
want to
start
say
a question
this.
not finished.
I hope I look as good as I did when I'm this man's age here, too, right?
Well, that depends.
I'm just going to say that.
Sephiroth, that just depends, though. Is it gonna be with the bandana on or the bandana off?
See, now you telling us we can't say nothing, so.
That's fair. You trying to go to uncharted waters?
No, I ain't trying to piss Murph off. I'm
Okay,
trying to
you know
get-
what? It's better to be pissed off than pissed on, because if you were pissed on, you'd be pissed off.
I'd rather be pissed off.
We know that.
That's besides the point.
I like golden showers.
I'm trying to wait for Cam, to grab some huevos and say what's on his mind.
Hey,
Any day.
We good,
Hey.
Murph.
hey, camera guy. Hey, Drew, if you're listening to me, I like to be pissed on, okay?
I just wanted to move on to the next topic. That's
Go ahead,
all.
Quest.
That's all I wanted to do. I don't know. I don't. Oh, Lord. So we got Murph breaking out. He can't even hang around another 30 minutes with us.
Hey, shake that producer up telling me snoring.
Yeah, just
Go ahead, Quest.
this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting exit, But yeah, we're gonna move on to our next topic. Next topic, basically, we was talking about gear and characters. So, what about character building?
Character building is very, it's very important. It's just, character building is not something you do in one day, though. I think that's a big thing. And I know that's kind of just speedballing things right there, but we can talk about character development and promos and doing things to shape the character or to play off that role. But a lot of people think it's just done in one day.
It took me 8 years.
Exactly. And we're still counting. You know what I mean? For me, still counting. For you, still counting. For you, still counting. We add new layers all the time because this person, when we do this, we take on the role of a whole nother person.
Facts. And Manny bought that, made me realize that Manny helped develop Sephiroth to what he is today, because before I came to XWW, I was just Sephiroth. That was it. Sephiroth that wore all black. I got to XWW here, Manny. I was sitting in his office. He was like, "So you're Sephiroth?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Where's Sephiroth from?" Oh, look. I don't know. What is Sephiroth? What drives Sephiroth? What makes him him? He asked me all these questions that I had no answer to, and then that really made me, that's Cam was asking one of the trainees. That's not a question you should not be able to answer that I ask about your character. You should know everything. What's the rest of your character's favorite food, whatever may be the case, that takes years. That do not take overnight.
Absolutely.
Like when I talk to new guys coming in that just want to be a wrestler, and then, first off, like Seth always says, first you got to learn how to wrestle. We get that, all right? So once you get pretty much the basics of wrestling, you start molding into who are you going to entertain as. I always ask these people, like, all right, it's a couple of criteria. They're like, well, one, who's your favorite wrestler? All right, and they tell me, oh, I'm such and such. I love such and such, such and such, such and such. And then my next question to them is, okay, well, these are your favorite wrestlers. Then look at what do you do, or can you mimic this person? So like you get a trainee that's in here 275, 85 pounds, and his favorite wrestler is Rey Mysterio. Well, you're not doing Rey Mysterio move sets or whatever. You're developing your own character.
I'm a firm believer in you can do whatever you want if you can make it make sense and you can get other people to agree that it makes sense with you. That's a difficult thing to get people to agree that makes sense. But there are people out there that are getting away with it. There are a lot of big guys on the scene. Now it feels like every big guy's got almost some Rey Mysterio in him. But which is, it's cool. It's a good flex. It's the opinion and the view of the big man in wrestling has changed because of that. Because of certain character development things that make those characters that can do all that stuff stand out. But yeah, again, at the same time, if you're gonna mimic your favorite wrestler, which is A-OK, you have to also, code that in a different way. You've got to code it with other things. They can't look at you and want to see all the other person's shtick. You know what I mean?
When I see a 300-pounder do a springboard Hurricane Rana, then I'm like, you know what? You need to be signed. More power to you to do that. But when you look at it in reality, 300-pounder is not doing what Rey Mysterio does. So that's when I go to the point where who else do you like? Who do you watch? And then just me from the outside looking in, just trying to govern them like, okay, you're a big man, you do big man moves. Have you ever watched Batista wrestle? Have you ever watched Big Show? Have you ever watched some of these, big men that do big men moves to apply that?
To me, character development is not about moves. I think anybody can do any moves that they want, because I'm gonna dive deeper into that on your favorite wrestler, because at the end of the day, if I discuss someone or want to discuss what their character building, I would, because even though The Undertaker is my favorite wrestler, why is he my favorite wrestler? Because he was a dark character, and I'm obsessed with dark things. Since from young, I've always been obsessed with death. So it's like, even the people that choose their favorite wrestlers, they choose that because that wrestler has a little part of who they are inside. So with character development, you've been around type of fighting mentality. Being a security guard, being in the bar, and all those things that your life was in. So of course your character, stone cold ass whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? This guy, since day one, always liked to talk. You know what I'm saying? Always want to entertain people through his words. So of course, he's going to draw himself towards Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. So at the end of the day, yeah, these might be our favorite wrestlers, but the reason why we chose those, because those characters have a part of who we are.
Inside, yeah.
Inside. So I feel what you say when you ask who their favorite wrestler, but my first question to them would be, who are you inside? Like, what are you obsessed with? Because all of our characters are just the things that we're obsessed with that we just bring to life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what are you, like, who are you? And then you're going to times that by 100 and inside that ring. Most people do pick their favorite wrestlers to part of who they are. Because, before The Undertaker came on the scene, my favorite wrestler when I was young was Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? And I just think because they shoved that down our fucking throat.
Eat your vitamins, say your prayers.
Man, yes. And I'm going to say Papa Shingo. You know, that guy, I was a kid, and when he came out with all that shit, I was just glued to the TV. You know what I'm saying? But the second the Dead Man came out, I was hooked. You know?
Right, and it goes into like part two. What I was saying, like I asked them who their favorite wrestlers are, and then after I get that information, then I ask them, like you said, how do you tie yourself into this? You know, how do you make your character? Because you don't want to be another fucking Rey Mysterio. You don't want to be another Rock or another whatever. But you can take some of that character because you watched him. But how do you make him yours? You know, turn it into who you are. You know, and you get some people that will do that and wrap themselves up and come up with a character. Other than that, then you got people who has to make it for you. You know, like you said, at first you knew who you liked, who you wanted to be, but you didn't know how to really build that. You had that promoter or somebody sit back like, hey, look, this is what you should do. Make it work. And some people make it work. Vince do it all the time. Vince, you know, when you go to like, I don't care who you are from the indies, you can come in if you get pushed up and you make that, all of a sudden you're sitting in front of Vince like, okay, you made it. This is what you want to do now. Vince is finna tell you, all right, look, this is the character you're going to be. You know, you're going to go out there and do it. You're like, but yo, I'm number one, Cam Jackson, you know, all the time. Like, no, Cam, you know. Here, you're going to be who I tell you to be. I want you to be Mr. Flamingo. The fuck? The fuck is Mr. Flamingo, you know? So, you go out there, do the best you can. If you don't make it work, then you bring it back like, all right, hey, let's start something else. Let's do something else.
No, I'm going to touch on that right quick. Nothing is going to work if you don't believe in it yourself.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
110.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever character you think you want to be or try to develop, you're going to have to believe in that character 100%. My older brother only came to one of my shows, and it was, you know, when we used to wrestle off North China at Coretta's.
Mm-hmm.
That's the show he went to, and the props he gave me after the show, he said, you know, brother, man, you got the facial expressions down to a T to your character, you know, but hell, I've been practicing those facial expressions from day one, you know, because I had to believe, you know, I had to make myself believe in Sephiroth. You know what I'm saying? Cam believes in Cam Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Quest believes in Quest. There's no question about it. When Quest is Quest, he's Quest.
Right.
You know, and I just think if you even have an ounce of doubt, it's going to fail.
Right.
You have to you have to believe in it 100%, Mr. Stardust.
Right. And then Mr. Stardust.
This is why I do not like him to this day.
Oh, boy.
I do not like him because of that. He thought he was above Vince McMahon's idea.
Well, I mean,
Oh, wow.
in all honesty,
And it would have worked. It was brilliant, but he didn't believe in it, so of course it's going to fail. If Dusty Rhodes didn't teach you anything, if you believe in it, you can make anything work.
yeah, that's true. But
Motherfucker right here made that work. Dumbest thing in the world. If anybody else would have tried it, I think it would have failed. But he believed in that shit. So we did too. Homeboy pulling the sock out of his pants, just slapping on to stick his finger in your mouth made you lose your match. Stay down for the 3 count. Because he believed in that shit. He made us believe in Socko.
is that when you fell in love with Mick Foley? When he was pulling stuff out of his tights and putting it down people's throats?
I plead the fifth.
Really? Hands up in the air? That's what we're doing?
Ice.
Like,
I need some ice.
I need some ice. Well, I'll get you ice. I'm going to go.
Oh my goodness! But anyway, we're gonna go back into
Not right in the head.
like we was talking about with these characters, and you do have to believe in it, you know. But then that comes to how much you like wrestling, what do you want to perform, you know what I mean? Like, you got to know what you want to do when you come in to this business to begin with.
Yeah, but it can be hard. It can be hard. There's some people I know, some people that I've even trained that, damn. There's some people that I know and work with very, very closely that don't know who they are as it pertains to this business or where they fit in whatever promotion or where they fit in on the grand scheme of things here. But you got to have goals in anything. You know, you got to have goals. Or if you're just hustling to see how far you get, that's good too. But you have to understand that without that assurance in what you want to do, or without that what am I looking for? That commitment to finding a solution,
Right.
or that commitment to
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and get permission so his sugar didn't keep going off, so maybe I can hook him up there, get those sugar down there.
He's
That's very well for us. It's just really, really good.
yeah. Well, see, you know how
That was
he
very well. But yeah, you know,
you see how he loves me, right? My sugar monitor's going off. He gives me more sugar. He wants.
I thought it was going off because it was low.
No, I'm over here skyrocketing right now.
Oh, shit.
But thank you. But yeah, so you know that's great. But all right. We talk about character development. Now this is what we was continuing from last episode. You'll probably see that Christmas Eve. But let's go into, you have your character. So you have your character.
Oh, what's the goose?
How,
I thought it was in your cooler.
no. Oh, Jesus. Listen, we have your character. All right. Let's say you're out there. Now, here's the thing. How do you get people to accept your character? It's what we call, which you should never say, but what we call the promo. Cam Jackson, very prolific on the microphone. You get first dibs on this. How important is the promo?
the promo. I'm gonna give you. All right, this is the answer I give people. This is the answer I give people I'm wrestling against. If they ask me that question, they're like, "I know you like promos, you know, I really don't." Blah blah blah. If you want the match to be, smooth, just wait. Just wait. If you want the match to be smooth, then do a promo. Do a promo, because now you're already in people's minds. You've done some of the work. You don't have to work as hard to get them to buy into what you're trying to sell. Now, if you're not good at it, and that's why you're not doing them, do them anyway, and don't post them. You know what I mean? But I'm saying do it all the time. Because that is promo. What does that mean? To promote. That's point blank. You're promoting not only the show, but yourself. And the only way you get better is through promotion of yourself. The only way people want to see you is if you're promoted to be places and you sell those places out eventually over time. That's the goal. You know what I mean? So promo is just that. Promo. Sell this persona. Sell this character. Make people buy this. Get people up in these seats.
You use the right word, sell it. Okay? I think promo, that is your advertisement. That is what you do to let people know who you are. That's what you're going to do to people to put ass in seats to come see you wrestle the next man. Promo. There's only one product that I know of off the top of my head that can sell without a promo. As Bentley cars. That's it. You ain't never seen a Bentley commercial. Anything else that I've encountered in life, you got a commercial for it. You got a promo for it. You know? So I feel in your trade, that's the same thing. You know? We don't have those. Even the greatest that's been out there, the Ric Flairs, the Rocks, Stone Colds, the Undertakers, which Undertaker, we'll get on him a little bit, all of them promo savvy. They did promos, which is what got them sold, which is what got them in front of people, which made people invest into them and their character. Now, when you're not that good at a promo, that's where the promoter or person in charge says, well, hey, I'm going to put somebody with you. You know, the Paulie Heymans, the Bobby the Brain Heenans, you know, those sensational Sherrys, those people that can get you over if you're not that good on the mic. But regardless of the fact, you had valets, they still did promos.
The same answer for this is going to be the same answer I gave for the character development. You got to believe in it 100%. For people who do not cut promos, I tell you why they're not good. Because they're doubting themselves before they start talking. So you have to be 100%. You got to believe in what you're saying. And I hate to say it this way because I had to tell someone this that could not cut good promos, but this person do not like lying at all. And I put two and two together, the reason why he was giving bad promos, because he wasn't good at lying and did not like lying. And that's all, I mean, and I hate to say it that way, but that's what it is. Everything we're saying is not true. So he had to get, once again, this is not you. You're your character. You have to believe in this character. So at the end of the day, you got to believe in what you're saying. So, in a way, you kind of, you got to believe in your lies.
I think this right here. I think I use that just to help me sleep at night with that because, I cut a lot of promos and I've said some off the wall shit that is nowhere near going to happen now.
But is it true to your character?
Right. So, that's what I'm saying. Art imitates life. All right? If that character was living that real life, that is absolutely how I would operate. And to be honest, I don't know if you're going to meet a person that is almost as close, as to his character, like I am. But there's still some things that I got to kind of tell myself that I got to, you got to art. This is art imitating life right here. This is. Me and Jordan cut promos all the time. Him and I, the reason why we love cutting promos, the goal of these promos is to make somebody uncomfortable through laughter. That's the goal, right? We make all types of crazy sexual puns about each other, about KWEST, about anybody. We talk about. We want to make people uncomfortable through laughter because to me and him, where we bond the most at is it's okay. It's okay. Laugh at us, and by laughing at us, you're gonna laugh with us. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vibe of those characters. That's the promo. The art of that's art imitating life. That's the promo. You know what I mean? Once people see that, they see how much fun we're having. They want to come have fun with us.
And I'm an okay guy my promo skills is just okay. That's it. But the only reason why it is at least okay, because I believe in what I'm saying. And you talking to a guy that has the biggest speech impediment, my vocabulary is not that wide at all. I should be timid. I should be petrified of cutting a promo on how I am. But I'm not, because at the end of the day, I know all it takes is you just got to believe in what you say. You can say the dumbest shit in the world, but if you believe in it, it's going to be at least, it's not going to suck. It'll be okay.
You'll feel some emotion in there.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with 95% of everything you said. I just got to make one correction, though. You said that people that don't do good promos don't believe in those characters. There are a few exceptions to that. One being The Undertaker. He definitely believes in his character, and he is one of the greatest Hall of Fames. But he is horrible at any promo.
I won't say horrible. He's okay.
No, he is.
Yes.
Why do you think he was with Paul Bearer for so long?
Because dead people don't talk, Quest.
Listen. Did you hear the promo he actually did with him and Big Show was the thing? Have you ever seen? Google that, all right? And
I drove off and left him.
Look, he cut a good ass promo with The Rock.
He got The Rock. He flamed The Rock.
Folk cut tons of promos, okay?
He flamed The Rock pretty good.
When did he, all right, look at how long he's been in the business, when The Rock came into business. When did he actually get good at his promos?
My point, he's a dead man.
Toward the end of his career. Even when he was the bad, what was it, what was the rolling guy,
American
he sucked.
Badass.
Yeah, the American Badass.
Suck.
He sucked.
I thought those promos were actually.
What the hell? What would you want him to do? Cartwheels and shit?
He was himself.
I want him to do a good promo.
He cut a good promo. He talked. He didn't stutter. He didn't mess up on his words. I don't get it.
It sucked. Period. Period. It sucked. It sucked.
You've done it now. You've gone and made a big mistake.
I don't understand what sucked about it.
And I can't allow you to think you can just walk away.
Man had one-liners. Rest in peace.
So turn around.
There's a reason why he had one-liners.
Because he's a dead man.
And he sucks at promos.
You're gonna pay.
Hell, even Kane did good promos.
I said, Kane, I'm going to kill you, Steve Austin.
Yeah, that shit popped. Dead man? No. Nothing. I left him in the desert. And I left him.
He said, so I drove off.
Bro.
I wish we could play that audio clip. Oh, my God. So I drove off and left him. I don't understand why I laughed so hard at that promo. I laugh hard at that promo every time.
Because it sucked. It was so funny that you got he
was in character.
Iconic character with such a bad promo.
He said, I said, Brother Paul.
Seth, I know it's your favorite guy.
See the one he did
I know it's your favorite guy. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. The two sucked.
The one he did on AJ Styles before that Boneyard match.
Let me tell y'all something. No, fuck both of you. Fuck both of you. Because you want to sit there and talk about his fucking promo skills. You was sitting there talking about last week about his ass. No. You was sitting there making fun at me because I was talking about how The Rock wasn't a real wrestler. And you want to look. Both of y'all keep disrespecting the Undertaker. The man didn't been in the league for 25 years for no goddamn reason.
I'm not disrespecting. He's one of the greatest wrestlers. All wrestlers. They can't do promos.
He done great promos.
No. There's never been a great promo. Tell me a great promo.
The Rock promo. That was his best promo. I'll give him that. That was his best promo. When the Brahma Bull, what do you call a Brahma Bull? What did he say? That has no balls. A ballless Brahma Bull.
Yeah, he ain't say that.
He didn't. I was clowning.
Sephiroth.
You know what? We're gonna hook this. We're gonna get this TV to where we can talk about shit, and we can show us shit on. We're gonna get this shit set up. God damn it! And y'all ain't gonna be clowning on the Undertaker while Sephiroth is sitting here on the Asylum.
I'm just saying, it's just his delivery sometimes be killing me. The one he did on AJ Styles, he said AJ Styles, or should I say Alan Jones. I said, oh, shit. I said, oh, here we go.
Seth, that's your man. We get it. All right.
He claimed
it. By no means.
He talked about AJ Styles using his wife's finisher. AJ Styles the one who made the move. He said, "You stole my wife's finisher, the faith breaker."
What's the next topic?
Who wrote this shit?
What's the next topic? What's the next topic?
Alan Jones. That one got me good. That one broke me good when I saw that shit.
I mean, come on, like Hall of Famer, one of the greatest that did it. If you're building a roster and you want him in your stable, he's got to be there. But dude, you're gonna be there, but you're gonna be the dead man. Don't say a damn thing because your promos suck. All right, but he believed in that character, so. No, I give you that 95, 98%. You know, it's that 2% that, you know. Oh, geez, man, listen. Whew. Like always, you know, we get hit the Asylum and time flies. I don't know why we lost MURPH. You know, it's my sugar monitor
He
beeping,
fought
but
it,
I think
took
it was
the power
him.
out.
Oh yeah, but that's just a bunch of noise right now.
It has been said that history has a way of repeating itself. But not in my yard. CM Punk, Theodore Long, Scott Armstrong. Once
I know what the
again,
fuck the Undertaker's talking about right now. You have decided to tempt your own faith. What sucks about that?
Seth, I love when you.
The Undertaker is an excellent speaker.
I love when you prove my points for me. That's like the highlight of my. That's the highlight of my night when we do these asylums. When you just staple home the point that was being made. Thank you for that. That absolutely proved nothing.
Who's your favorite wrestler, Quest? Honky Tonk Man?
I don't really have a favorite. But if I had to put some in there in my top 5, Stone Cold.
No, who's your favorite?
Are you listening? Hold on, is your mic up?
There is no top 5.
I don't have no top favorite. That's like asking my favorite movie.
What's your favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite
I have
movie.
a favorite movie.
What's
your favorite movie,
lot.
Quest? I mean, Cam. What's your favorite movie? Camera Guy? Rush Hour. Ace Ventura.
Okay, that kudos. You have a favorite movie. You asked
21
me.
Jump Street is your favorite?
I just told you I don't have one, idiot.
Idiot.
I have a bunch of favorites.
What's that black movie that Chris Rock was a crackhead?
New Jack City.
Yeah, New Jack City.
But it's not
It's
that
up there,
movie.
but it's not my favorite.
I know all black people like that movie.
What'd you like?
I
Wizard
told
of
you.
Oz? Gone with the Wind?
Telephone Booth.
I like My Cousin Vinny.
I like Goosebumps.
My Cousin Vinny was a classic. That was one of my favorites.
That was Bill Belichick's favorite movie.
Hilarious movie.
How about that? Can we? Hey, how about that?
Listen.
Congratulations to the New England Patriots by picking up Ezekiel Elliott today.
It's going to be about as useless as Undertaker's promo.
No, that's goal line. We're only going to use him on goal line. The man's going to score 14 touchdowns this year. Watch it. Just like Garrett Blunt was a nobody, but he scored 14 touchdowns with us. Why? Because we use him in goal line situations, baby.
I have no favorite movie. I like Cousin Vinny. It's one of my tops. Tombstone, one of my tops. I'm a Star Wars fan. Return of the Jedi, one of my tops.
Game movie.
Like, I like movies. So I can't pick one favorite movie.
Well,
Name
you
a
know,
movie
I like
that watched
movies.
many
What?
times.
Cam like movies. What, people that pick a movie don't like movies?
We're not talking about porn, all right? None of that man porn shit.
Yeah, I
you
like
did
that.
there,
Debbie
all right?
Does Dallas.
Yeah,
That's the
whatever.
classic right there.
Whatever, yeah. Debbie
We're gonna
Does
make a
Dallas.
new one called Seth Does Carolina Panthers.
And ladies and gentlemen, this has been another great episode of The Asylum. Check us out by New Year's Eve.
Keep
Check
pounding,
out
baby.
the-
Keep pounding.
New Year's Eve, we'll have our next episode out. So we'll see you on that next one.
Has it been an hour? It hasn't been an hour.
It's been an hour.
So can you tell me, before we go, how did Carolina Panthers get that keep pounding?